Matt Gaetz is joining up with progressives to do something potentially positive. He wants to team up with not only the Congressional Progressive Caucus, some of the best progressives in the House, and a former Obama ambassador to force the US withdrawal from Syria within 180 days. You might have forgotten our long involvement in Syria. Earlier today, I was trying to remember, wait, how many soldiers do we actually have there? Oh, we still have a lot, and they're looking to end that. The resolution is scheduled for a vote later on today. Of course, Congress exerting its congressional authority over war is generally not received well from the White House, so we'll see what Joe Biden thinks about this. But Matt Gaetz tweeted about it. Contact your representative today and ask them to support my legislation to withdraw US troops from Syria. So that is a Republican, many of whom love to say like, well, we don't want any wars, any involvement, whatever. We were also fine with Trump continuing all of the wars. And when Biden pulled us out of one, we've been whining about it ever since. But no, he actually wants to end our involvement here. And Robert Ford, who was Obama's ambassador to Syria back in the day, argued in a letter to Congress in support of Gaetz's legislation, saying that the US mission has no clear objective. After more than 8 years of military operations in Syria, there's no definition of what the enduring defeat of ISIS would look like. We owe our soldiers serving there in harm's way a serious debate about whether their mission is, in fact, achievable. And we can go into a little bit of what some different people think about, about the current state of ISIS there, the current state of the mission there, but it doesn't get discussed. These wars just continue until someone makes a big enough stink about it, and that's probably not how the system should function. Jared, what do you think?
Yeah, it's odd because that's the thing. I looked up and I went, wait, Syria. Yes, you forget about it. The people who have to deal with it and fight and are being devastated by it, they don't forget about it. It's just one of those aspects of being privileged enough to not have to think about it. But then when it gets brought up, you have to rethink and go, wait a second, is this necessary? What kind of resources are going to this mission of what? And who's being affected by it? Once all that could maybe get discussed, that's when maybe some other real conclusions can come. But it goes back to an earlier point that you were making, John, about maybe doing stories that maybe some folks aren't as interested in, say environmental ones, which are extremely important to our life in our world. But people don't really want to pay attention to that because it's not fun, it's not sexy, it's not interesting enough. Yeah. So these things can just go on and on and on. So I'd have to even know many of what Matt Gaetz's his motivations are in doing this, because you kind of don't trust the guy, but you're like, this sounds okay. So it's a lot of things to sift through to determine whether or not this is something that should have been done way before and why it hasn't.
Yeah, and it'll be very interesting to see what the response is from other Republicans, from Joe Biden. But anyway, I want to give you a little bit more from the progressives. Congressional Progressive Caucus put out a statement saying this measure to remove unauthorized deployment of US armed forces in Syria unless a specific statutory authorization is enacted within 6 months is largely consistent with previous bipartisan efforts by CPC members to terminate such unauthorized military presence within 1 year, for which 130 House Democrats voted yes last year. One would think that if you get 130 people in one party to support it last year, and then you have another year of the mission without, at least as far as has been presented to the public, a better continuing reason for it to go on, you could probably get more. As of right now, there's apparently around 900 American troops in Syria, not counting contractors, they say. This is according to reporting from Ryan Grimm at the Intercept. Not counting contractors, I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know if there's 24 contractors. I don't know if there's 500. I don't know if there's 10,000. I would love to find out, but 900 soldiers is a significant deployment that's been going on for a very long time. I want to close with a comment from Ilhan Omar, who says, the CPC has been leading on this front and nothing has changed. I wish Gaetz worked more closely with the coalition of groups that have been working on this and the CPC. Nonetheless, I am a yes on the resolution. And sort of leaking from that is, yeah, we've been trying to do this, but sure, I guess if Gaetz is gonna get involved, then we'll do it with him too. If I was Representative Omar, I would probably be a little bit uncomfortable about this weird temporary alliance with him. But if it does some good, then it does some good.
Yeah, you already know politicians want to slap their name on something to maybe use for any kind of thing in the future. Especially when it comes to sponsoring or co-sponsoring and being the name on it. You want to make sure that as people see this later, like, oh yeah, so and so is a part of that. And I think that's part of Ilhan Omar's issue with it. She's like, we've been working on this, and now suddenly because he wants to, you guys are accepting of it. Yeah, they do want credit. It's both party type of thing. That's how you get back into office.
Yeah, 100%. And they love these little symbolic things that let them pretend to have the exact opposite position that they honestly do. Marjorie Greene will be like, I want to cut all the funding to Ukraine because I'm anti-war. And then the next week she's calling for an invasion of northern Mexico. Like, I wonder if she's really anti-war, if there's something else going on.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.